Hey, what's going on, guys? Rakeem, Addison here, and on today's video, I want to share with you how to set up your financial freedom system, right? Now, you may be asking yourself, like, what is he even talking about? So first and foremost, I want to set the foundation and let you know that this is going to require that you set up a few bank accounts, few separate bank accounts. So this way you can disperse your money more effectively, right? Which will, pay off in the long term. All right. So, with that being said, I want to let you know that this is not my strategy. I won't take credit for it. This comes from a book that's called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, right? Mastering the Inner Game. Now, he basically puts this strategy out, right? This guy's actually, he's financially free. He's a millionaire, right? And this is the strategy that he used to become financially free. And so many others have done as well. So I want to just, let you know firsthand that I'm actually, pretty much just starting this strategy out, right? And what I like to do is I like to share with you guys, what it is that I'm doing, right? And then later on in time, share with you the results that I was able to get using that strategy. Now, what I want you to do right now is I highly recommend that you take down you grab a pen and you get a pad and just take down notes, right? Or if you want to use your phone, that's fine with me, whichever you prefer, right? But I feel like the information I'm going to be sharing with you could possibly change your life and your financial future. So with that being said, I want to jump right into it, but I do want to let you know from time to time, I'll be looking right over here because I have my notes so I can give this information in the most effective way that I can. All right, so with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. So remember I said you want to set up a couple of accounts, right? Now, the way that this is going to work, the first account that you want to set up is a financial freedom account, right? Now, what is this account going to consist of? Basically this: any of your earnings, whether it's from a job, a business, or anything that you're collecting income from, you're going to put 10% of that income into your financial freedom account. Now, this money cannot be spent, right? It can only be invested through retirement, right? That's the stipulations on it. So I'll just repeat it just so you know. All right, the financial freedom account, you invest 10% of all the income that you make, right? And then this money cannot be spent. It can only be invested through retirement. All right, so that's the first account you want to set up. Now, the next thing is not necessarily an account, right? This can take place in your house, right? It could be something you have in your house. So I know you remember back in the days, most people would put money under their beds and stuff like that. Well, what this next thing is your financial freedom jar, right? So basically how this works is you deposit money into this daily, right? So it doesn't matter the amount. So it could be 1 cent, 5 cent, 20 cent, 25 cent, $1. It does not matter what you put in there. As long as you're putting money into this daily, that's the key. Right? So that's the financial freedom jar. It's not actually an account. All right. So the next thing is the play account. Now you may be saying like, play account. Well, here's the thing, right? So when we have a savings account, we're fulfilling our responsible side, right? But what happens for the people that just constantly save, and they can't really, spend their money on what they want, what happens is their irresponsible side, right, or their needful spirit is yearning to spend money, right? So your play account, this is what it consists of. So the same percentage, right, 10%, right? So your play account is used for you. So basically it's going to be fulfilling, let me catch my words here. Sorry about that. It's basically strengthening your receiving muscle, right? So now you have it where you're saving, but now you're able to spend, right? But you're only able to spend 10% of it. Now, here's the thing with the play account. You're only able to spend 10%, but you're going to spend this every month, right? That's right. You're going to spend all of it every month, because keep in mind, this is your play account. You're fulfilling your receiving, you're strengthening your receiving muscle, right? So you're going to spend all of that every month, but only that 10% of your play account. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. So the next account that you're going to create, right? It's going to be your long-term saving for your spending, a long-term saving for spending account, right? So you can pretty much see what that is, right? So as it says, long-term saving for spending. So you're probably going to use this for, like, you know, investments along the road, right? Maybe you want to save up for something that's going to be beneficial. What I would recommend is, you know, investing in some type of seed, right? If you're going to be saving money, invest it into something that's going to pay off in the long term and pay you back, right? So that's my recommendation. So the next account you're going to create is an education account. Now, the education account could be to purchase books, right? Invest in courses, certifications. You know, you can even do that in formal education. But, you know, in my I'm a business owner, right? Or entrepreneur, right? And for me, you know, it would be the best thing for me would be to work on personal development, right? So I'm going to be investing in books, courses, certifications, because, you know, if you don't really know my other background, it's in networking, right, and computers. So I'm investing into top certifications that are going to benefit me in the long run as well. All right. So that's the education account. That's also 10%. That's all you can spend on that, right? All right. So the next account is your necessities account. Now this account is bills, gas, anything that is a need, like you need to have, right? That's going to be 50%, right? Now you can alter this if you want to, like if you have to start low, because I know, you know, some of these percentages, 50% may be less than what you're actually putting out every month, right? So if you want to adjust this, you can, right? You can put it down lower. Maybe you want to go with 2% or 3% on all of the accounts that I've said so far. So all of the 10s, you could just basically break it down to about, I don't know, 3 or 4 or whatever you can handle, right? So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that's the necessities account. Now the last account that you're going to create is the give account, right? So what this consists of is also 10%, right? And it can be lower depending on how much you can handle, right? So 10%. And then basically this could be donations, right? Tithes, if you're you go to church and you want to donate or do tithes every month, right? It's just your give account, right? Where you're going to be giving. Mostly, I mean, this could be for anything where you're giving, but most times those are two of the things that most people do, right? They pay tithes every month, or they donate to foundations, right? And that's also 10%. So let me just recap real fast. All right, so let me start from the top. So the financial freedom account, that's 10%, and you cannot spend it. It can only be invested through retirement, right? I mean, in retirement. Sorry about that. All right, so the next one was the financial freedom jar, right? You deposit money there daily. That's the whole purpose of it, right? Whether it's 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent, $1, $20, it does not matter as long as you're investing into that financial freedom jar every single day. All right. The next one is your play account. Remember, it's strengthening your receiving muscle, right? If you're having a savings, if you're consistently saving, then you're working on if you're consistently saving, then you're working on your responsible side, but you also need to balance, right? And work more towards, okay, what is it that I want to spend some money on? Like, how can I enjoy myself at the same time, right? That's also 10%, right? The next one is the long-term saving for spending, 10% as well, right? You're saving long-term to spend it, which in my recommendation would be to invest in some type of seed that's going to pay you back long-term, right? All right, so the next one is an education account. Pretty much that's pretty verbatim, right? So education account, basically books, any type of education, that's 10% right there, right? All right, so the next one is the necessities account. Anything that's needed, right? Groceries, bills, well, bills are not needed, but you're paying them consistently, right? So that's what that consists of, necessities. All right, and the last one is the give account, right? Where you're either paying tithes every month or you're doing donations, right? Whatever you feel or whichever one you prefer. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to do so. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.